I'm going to do a lesson today on swing guitar, swing rhythm. This is kind of rockabilly swing. So, I'm going to show you first what it's going to sound like. Give me a second. Alright, so to get this kind of subtle rhythm playing going on, it's if you're not used to it, it's good to take a few exercises and break down what's going on here in order that you can build the elements in that you're playing one at a time. So, the first thing is the basic right hand rhythm. So, we've got this going on, just a basic 4-beat, and underneath there's a swing. So really we're doing swung eighth notes. So the underlying feel here is a shuffle, with the long notes being the downstrokes and the short notes being the upstrokes. So this is like this is like your really basic blues shuffle. Gives you that push-pull feeling. But now we're rather than doing all downstrokes, this kind of thing, we're doing down and upstrokes, alternate strokes, long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short, long. But we're not going to put each upstroke in, so we're just going to put them in occasionally, just to give it a bit of interest. So I'm really improvising this rhythm. The only constant is the downstrokes. And the upstrokes are just catching the top few strings, the trebles. So just practice that with the muted strings. So the next thing is the palm mute, and what I'm actually doing is hitting my palm into the string area just in front of the bridge, and it gives it a nice chunky feel. You can't hear it so much when I'm muting the strings, but you'll hear it more when I'm doing the chords. So you get a bit of chord, but it's still fairly percussive. And it also, this has the advantage of when you lift your palm off and strike the trebles on the upstroke, they're more prominent. So this is level 2. You're just going to thump your palm into the bridge, and you notice we're getting a little bit of sound just from the delay here. So the clean, slightly dirty guitar sound with a bit of slapback delay. That's a very short single echo. Just gives us a bit of depth to that. Alright, so the next element is this descending chord sequence, and it is basically this: C, I'll start again, C, B flat, A flat, G. You can start that with just the power chords. Now, if you're incorporating the right hand elements in here, then you want to rest your index finger bar over the top strings. So this is a kind of fingering where I've got the bottom notes fingered, the bass strings, but my index finger is acting as a mute. So it's still getting clickiness on the top strings. Okay, now next element to get in there is the squeezing of the left hand. So I'm going to press down on the left hand, I'm going to strike, downstroke, slam my palm into the bridge, and I'm going to release, strike, release, and just keep that in time. So in the left hand it's just doing this, if you can hear it. Okay, you shouldn't let your fingers off, but I'm just exaggerating. So your left hand is kind of pulsing like that. Alright, so we've done it with power chords. Now, we're going to make it a little bit more interesting and put the full chords in there. So this is a minor chord sequence. So it's C is 1, C, and then we've got B flat is the flat 7. You got A flat's a flat 6, and we've got G is the 5. So 1, flat 7, flat 6, 5. Equal durations on each one. And now we're going to add triadic chord qualities, or greater, with the power chords in each root, they're just undifferentiated. But now we're going to add the tops of the chords. These are your standard bar chords. So we've got C minor, we got B flat 7, dominant 7. Now we've got A flat dominant 7. At this point, we're not sticking strictly to the chords in the key of C minor. We're messing around. And finally, we've got the 5 dominant, which is a fairly common substitution in a minor key. So this 6 dominant 7 is a little bit unusual. But basically, the first chord is minor, the 1 is minor, and the flat 7, flat 6, and the 5 are all dominant 7s. So we've got all the elements there. We've got the full chord qualities, 1 bar on each, or half bar on each, I should say. We've got the full rhythm. We've got the palm slapping into the bridge for the downstroke. We've got the short upstrokes. Now you've got a choice when you do your upstrokes, I should mention. You can either do an upstroke with your palm mute still on, which gives you that clicky sound, or you can lift your palm up as if you're kind of ripping your hand upward, and you get that slightly sharper sound. You should mix and match them just feel. So you're basically playing the same rhythm part over and over, but you're mixing it up. You're sticking to a basic part, but you're mixing it up a little bit to make it more interesting, a bit more nuanced. So elements, you're squeezing your hands like this. It means no chord can really last too long. It keeps a kind of pulsing rhythm to it. And occasionally, I give it a little push, which means I'm going to hit the first beat 1/8 note early. It gives that little dynamic push. Alright, so have a mess around with that. I mean, this is just the kind of thing you should spend half an hour just playing around with this kind of idea and seeing what you can come up with. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope that's been useful to you. And till next time, this is me signing off.